Hello everybody, it's Tracy at Photo Scraps, and I'm glad that you're getting to enjoy the convention a little bit from home. I'm so sad that we're not going to be able to be in Lancaster this year to see you guys, but I'm going to give you a little store tour, and all the links for our online store are going to be on the Facebook post, so you can just click on the links to get to the online store to get to some of these wonderful products that we have. Now I am going to show you the store. Not everything in the store is in the online store because we are open for business here in Maryland, and all our items change constantly. So what I'm going to be focusing on the online store is our custom papers, which is what I was going to bring to Lancaster, and also our custom mini albums, because we have lots of custom mini albums in stock. So I'm going to do a quick store tour, then we're going to go back and we're going to check out all the wonderful products and things that we have available on the website for you. So hello again, this is Tracy, just switching the view around. So as you come into our store, you're going to notice that we have a nice deep store here. I've got tables in the back that we used to teach classes on. We will eventually be teaching classes again, just not right now. Right up front, we have all of our stamps and dies. We carry a lot of different brands. We have Stampendas, Tailored Expressions, Penny Black, Memory Rocks. We have some stuff from Avery L, Uniquely Creative, Dare to Be Artsy, Lawn Fawn, all sorts of fun things. And then we put stuff in every nook and cranny in the store. There's a beautiful Kaisercraft amethyst line. We've got fabulous floral papers, Microcosmos from Ciao Bella in Italy. We've got Simple Stories, vintage coastal over there. And then all along the wall we have papers. We try to organize our store by theme. Sorry, lost my train of thought for a second. We have a giant Disney section here, lots of Disney items in our store. We've got Disney, Harry Potter, we have custom papers for all that too. And then we have a lot of the newer lines. We have the brand new line from Echo Park. Now, because we're a store in Maryland, this is probably uniquely Maryland, I think. We in Maryland love two things. We love our flag and we love crabs. So those two things are very popular with us. So we love to scrapbook things from our state. So I've got a lot of things from Scrapbook Customs, and then I also personally make a lot of custom papers for Maryland. So when I'm talking about custom papers, let's see, well, I will bring you over here. When I'm talking about custom papers, I literally have designs for all 50 states. We've got, we also carry a bunch of different Reminisce collections because they have things in different states. We've got zoo papers. If somebody has asked me for a design, like somebody asked me for San Francisco, I made them a San Francisco paper. So we carry thousands of sheets of different custom papers, and I do make these to order. So one of the things you're missing out on at the convention is a lot of times I will take orders during the day at the convention and then print them out right there for you, so that way you can have your own custom papers designed for you with your own names and things on them. Now, it's a little harder to order those kind of custom designs directly on our website, but the best way to do that is to email me at tracy@photoscraps.net, and it's Tracy, Tracy, at photoscraps.net. And then that will get you directly to my email address, and you can go ahead and ask me what you are looking for. See, got crabs, which is a good thing in Maryland. We can ask people if they got crabs, because it's okay in Maryland. We like our crabs. So that is how you order custom paper from us directly. But like I said, all 50 states. I've got family things. I've got all sorts of scouts in school and, well, who knows, hot tub fun. I've got sports things, Harry Potter, SeaWorld, all sorts of fun stuff. We carry many paper lines. We carry papers from Kaisercraft and Echo Park, Doodlebug, Reminisce, all sorts of things. Kind of never know what's going to be in store at once, which is why it's really hard for me to put all this stuff online, because it is a lot of inventory. If we ever change our website and stuff, maybe we'll someday do that. But we carry some of the brand new things, like this is the brand new Cartabella by the Sea kit, gorgeous. We carry lots of layout packs. One of the things I do, in addition to just our own online store, I do daily Facebook Live posts from our store. It's on our Photo Scrap store Facebook page, and on that page you're going to see lots of videos. So every day we get new products in, we have new class kits and things available, and all the class kits that we're making now, and card kits too, are all ones that you can have shipped directly to you. Everything that you need to do is they're ready for you. So all the cards are pre-stamped, ready for you to take home and color. This is our COVID section at the moment. We're getting all the brand new PhotoPlay stuff in on Tuesday. So that's got another new line. I think it's called New Normal. That's coming on Tuesday. But we currently have the COVID-19 collection from Scrapbook Customs, and There's No Place Like Home from Reminisce. We have the PhotoPlay Quarantine Life back on order again because we've ran out again. So can't keep these things in stock. The other stuff that we can't keep in stock is Gnomes. Gnomes have been so popular this year, thanks to PhotoPlay, I think. Becky Moore, who used to be Becky Fleck as a Page Maps person, she has designed so many cute Gnomes collections this year that have been just flying out the door. So she has Gnome for the holidays, and she has the different months. So there's a 4th of July one, which we have the Halloween, the Thanksgiving, we have the ephemera that goes with it, and then we have a lot of open stock. So we have all this stuff open stock too. And on the Thanksgiving one, she did a 6x6 mini pad, so that was kind of fun. PhotoPlay doesn't usually do 6x6 mini pads. And then right around the corner we have the Christmas There's No Place Like Home. That one also includes, we have the stamp set, which is adorable. Oops, sorry for the glare. Adorable stamp set. And they also have the lovely 6x6 collection pack for that too. Huh, okay. So anyway, so there's all that wonderful stuff, and we have, of course, every theme and holiday. One of the things that we've done a lot of are the shadow box frame classes. These are from Foundations Decor. I have most of the styles in stock. I usually do my kits with the papers included and then full instructions. There are some in particular that I'm going to have a hard time reproducing because we had a massive flood in our back room recently, and the flood kind of wiped out a lot of my papers that I had for these that were stashed aside. But I do have some of these already kitted up and ready to go. So I know we've got lots of I Love School. We've got the Thanksgiving, Give Thanks. I think I also still have Valentine's Day. Autumn Time is another one I still have, and Birthday. I have those. Let me see. Sail the Seas. Did I already show you this? My brain goes very quickly, so I may be rambling. I did a special one for the Ravens. And then we also have Steelers and Redskins, which are gonna not be Redskins anymore, but whatever. Life goes on and football will go on, so fortunately. Now, what I really want to get into showing you guys, we do a lot of class kits, like I was mentioning before. This one is Confetti. This was by PhotoPlay. Now, when you get the kits from these, if you buy the kits from another company, what's going to happen is you're going to have instructions for 8 cards, and that's it. But I expand the kits so that way you can do an additional 8 cards. Sorry, that was the worst packaging to show you because it's got the blue paper right on top. But you get an additional instructions to make an additional 8 cards. So this collection pack with the add-ons, you can make a total of 16 cards for $26. So I have the Confetti collection pack available that is like that. I also have Kringle and Company. This was the Christmas collection from last year, but the cards were so darn cute, the black, white, and red. And so this is, again, 16 cards for $26. Such a good deal. And then lastly, right now from Photoplay, we're going to have some new ones coming up. Once I get my shipment in on Tuesday, I'm going to be able to make 2 new Christmas ones and I think it's an everyday card collection. I have a massive shipment coming on Tuesday from them. It's crazy beans how big it is. This one is the First Responder Card Kit. This one is $26. And again, 16 cards for $26. So these have cards that are perfect for the doctors, nurses, UPS man, mailman, fireman, policeman, anybody you want to thank, you can do with these cards. It's a perfect card collection for the times that we're in right now. Now, what I'm going to move on to next, because I got to keep this moving or else I'm not going to be able to show you everything I want to show you. When we go to convention, a lot of you have gotten to know us. A lot of you have gotten to know us by our mini albums. We have had many mini albums at the conventions over the years, and I still make those lovely collection packs. This one is Shipwrecked mini album. All the papers and the album base itself are from 49 and Market. They are a wonderful company. I love the paper from 49 and Market. It is 120-pound weight paper, which is not something that you see on most paper collections anymore. It's really thick, and so it roughs up beautifully. I love a good roughed edge. And I love the mini album itself. I love these bases. It's a 6x8 base. Now, when you get a mini album kit from us, it's going to include full written instructions. I write all the instructions myself. And when you get the instructions, it's going to tell you what the kit includes. It's going to tell you what to do first. I always recommend cutting everything that needs cutting first. This particular album also needs a little bit of prepping ahead of time because the pages were a little wide, so I wanted to adjust it. So the way I explain to you how to cut your papers is by putting a diagram on the actual paper and the measurements. And all my measurements are always width by height. So that way you know you need 5 3/4 across and it needs to be 8 inches tall. So whenever cutting one of my instruction sheets like this, always look for where you can cut all the way through the paper. So you would turn the paper on your paper trimmer. To give you a visualization, I would turn it on my paper trimmer, I would measure over the 8 inches here, and I would cut. And that would be the first cut. Then I would take this lovely second piece here, that 8-inch piece, and I would cut it at 6 1/8. And that's going to give you both pieces that you need. Then you move down to the bottom, and then you cut out the other measurements from the remaining strip of paper. So that is how I approach all my albums. So every album that you're going to see is going to have a sheet like this that's going to tell you how to cut your paper. And that is where you're going to start your album every single time. It's a little bit, I like to be consistent that way. So this mini album, like I said, this one's called Shipwrecked. This was the paper and the album itself are from 49 and Market. What is so unique about these album bases is they have a fold out. I'm sorry, I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. So this one has fold out pages that comes with 6 fold out pages. These pages are already in the album. So you don't have to worry about adding flip outs and folds. I do have you do a little trimming. I have you trim a 1/2 inch off of the inside binding here, just so that it fits in the album a little bit better and it doesn't hit when you close it. Especially if you add your paper and your paper ends up coming out a little bit long. So look how pretty that is. I just love these embellishments. The embellishment sheet with this is a full 12 by 12 embellishment sheet that has 3D embellishments like this. Like you can see how 3D this is. It's so pretty. So this is page 2 and 3. This one I turned into a pocket by just gluing the page shut instead of cutting it and trimming it down. And then this one has just got some great little mats on it. I took the one page which are all facing forward and I flipped it the other direction so that way you could have a flip out to the left, and then I folded the other one in towards it so you can have a 4-panel page on this album. So cool. So I've got all the pinks and stuff kind of hidden inside because most of the album are blues. So that way you don't even know I used those kind of pinky papers, which come with a paper pad. And then these lovely pages. I did another full pocket page here. Anytime you see shine, that's because the embellishments are plastic embellishments that are acrylic, excuse me, acetate embellishments. Look how fun this is. More of that fun seaweed. And then this is the last page, the inside. This album, I also did the back cover and the side. This I did a little something different. The embellishment pack that you get in here comes with beautiful paper. This is the embellishment pack that you get. This is a $10 embellishment pack. But the paper, you know, it's hard to see because all the embellishments are sitting on there, but the embellishments are actually on a sheet of acetate inside. And when you take it out, this whole chipboard piece is just there, and it's got the beautiful pattern on it. So I actually used the embellishment pack to do my cover and my binding on this. I figure why not? It's gorgeous, and it's not touching any photos, so if for some reason it wasn't acid free, no big deal. The next album that I'm going to show you is this one. A lot of times people like to call this one Vitamin C because on the cover it says Vitamin C. I'm going to push this down a little bit here. And this is actually called Deep Blue Sea from Echo Park. Echo Park designed the paper on this one. I went ahead and I took the 12 by 12 paper and I used it on one of the 49 and Market mini albums. So this is the same kind of a concept on the mini album on this one. So this one I start off by folding that front page back in the other direction, so that way it opens this way. And this one we really love here in Maryland because it's got crabs. We always love our crabs. The next little page, I did a little pocket page. I actually trimmed off that whole piece of white from the album base to make a little mini pocket on here. And then the page after that, I just went ahead and did a flip out. And then here's some more. I did some pockets just with the paper on this one. And then this one's got another flip fold. Great nautical album. This would be great for a cruise. This would be good if you go to the beach. If you like to go look at lighthouses, this would be a perfect mini album for that. So this one is called Deep Blue Sea, and this whole album kit is $42. The next album kit I have is called We Bought a Zoo. This one is an 8x8 album base from Prima. The album kit itself sells for $42. And this one's called, so the front of the album has Fun Day at the Zoo, but this one is called We Bought a Zoo. That's the name of the paper line from Photoplay that I used for this one. So this is a $42 kit. This is an 8x8 mini album. And I just did lots of fun zoo papers. I didn't do anything crazy in this one. There are no flip outs in this one. This is just a nice heavy duty chipboard mini album. You can see the pages are nice and thick on here, but just super cute paper. So this is perfect for that one trip to the zoo that you made. Great little album to put your favorite photos in, and you can use it as like a little coffee table book. So people come over and you can say, oh, look at these cute little photos. Little kids love looking through these kind of albums. For these albums, I do recommend using the Beacons 3-in-1 glue, which I will show you later and explain why I love that glue so much. I have a little bit of an obsession with Beacons 3-in-1, and it's not because I sniff it. So I try not to sniff it. But I can't really tell. I can't smell. So I can't smell the beacon. So I am so used to it because I have used it so many times in my life that I don't even know the smell of beacons anymore. So this one I'm going to kind of show you a twofer. This first album down here is called, well, it says Meow on the cover, but it's really called Whiskers because Whiskers is the paper line from Photoplay Paper. And the top one is called Fetch because that is the name of the paper line from Photoplay Paper. So we have Fetch and Whiskers. These are both $45 albums. They come with a whole bunch of blank pages inside, and you're going to be adding a whole little flippy thing in the front here. So this is like a whole element that I added to the album by taking a couple of the album pages inside, scoring the edges, and then gluing them to a piece of paper to make a little fold-out mini book. So both of these have the little fold-out mini book. We also include the ribbon in there so that you're going to glue the ribbon down to the back of the little mini album, and that way you can tie it shut and it'll stay shut for you in the front cover. So then moving on to the inside pieces of these, I designed them both very similarly, but of course with their individual paper lines. So these are some of the pages. So the bottom one is the kitty one, the top one is the doggy one. These are Whiskers and Fetch. Both of these are made by Photoplay Paper Company, the papers. I designed both of the albums and wrote all the instructions. And these are available for $45, and I have both of these in stock available right now. I just wanted to give you a nice little preview of all these wonderful things. So much fun. I know a lot of people love to do their pets. Now the cool thing with these is you end up with leftover paper because we use 12 by 12 paper to cut it, and so there's a lot of leftover scraps, pieces, and embellishments. There are extra pages that come with these albums that you can use and decorate. So you can keep adding to it, because where these are binders, there is tons of room in there. You still have plenty of room to add more pages and stuff to these albums. So no reason to stop. Just keep going. Keep going with what you have. Now, this is a limited edition album that I have. This one's called Unchartered Waters. This one is a Prima mini album base, because I do like their mini album bases. I always like to start with a mini album if I can, because when you start with a mini album base, you're already kind of halfway there. You're not having to make that whole album from scratch, which you can do, but it can be difficult. So this one is Uncharted Waters. This one's $39. This is using a 6x6 paper pad from Kaisercraft. And of course the wonderful matching embellishments from Kaisercraft. So this is the inside. I didn't do anything crazy in here. I didn't do any weird flippy folds or anything. I just used the lovely embellishments. That's when I cut the paper. I did make some pockets so you can just slide in some of those extra cards that you're not using when you cut everything. And then also that you can add your photos. Just put your photos in there. When I do these kind of little frames down an album, I don't glue the tops of them, so that way I leave it open, so that way I can just slide my photos right behind it. But that way you can still get your album done. So this is Unchartered Waters. This is $39. And these, of course, are available as a kit. So on my scale of 1 to crazy, this is a fairly easy album. This I would give maybe a 4. It's not a lot of craziness going on this album. So that's always nice to have something that's a little bit easier, not quite so intimidating. I did distress my edges on here. I love to distress edges. I like that Tim Holtz distress tool. I also have another type of distress tool here in the store that I use to distress my edges. And then last but not least on there, so this is Unchartered Waters, and this is a $39 album. What's cool about this album too is it is a magnetic album. You can hear it snap shut there. So it's $39, and that is available on the blog. That is available in the online store. So I just wanted to take this moment to discuss Beacon's 3-in-1 glue for you. Beacon's 3-in-1 glue. This glue is my favorite go-to glue. I've stopped using tape runners basically because I do everything with this glue. I make a lot of mini albums, as you can see. I made all these ones that I just showed you. I also do the shadow box frames, and then we also have the calendar frames from Foundation Decor that we sell also. All these items are things that don't have page protectors. They get touched a lot. I even use these for the cards, actually. I use the beacons for the cards. And then the only other thing I use really are pop dots. I like to lift stuff up to give it dimension and height. So all these items I glue down with the Beacons 3-in-1. The reason I love this glue is it's like hot glue in a bottle. You put it around your, I'll just demonstrate on this album here. So you're just take your bottle, and I usually come in around like where the edge of the paper is. I just do a nice little circle around with my glue, and then I do a nice X across the middle, and I always have it at a little angle. And then when I'm done, I tip my bottle straight up so that the tip is completely flat on the paper, and I just swipe it, And then that way I don't get the little strings that you get with hot glue. Now, if you get a string, no big deal. At least you know that when you do your album, you do it one time. You do not have to keep doing it over and over again. I always hate it when things fall apart. Now, last but not least, on the mini albums that I'm going to show you today, this one is Merry Christmas. This is a cute little one that I did from Echo Park. Again, I'm using that wonderful Prima magnetic base, so you can hear it click. Yep, see, heard it click. And so I'm using this wonderful Prima base and creating a lovely, easy mini album. This one is also using a 6x6 paper pad. This is a paper pad, sorry for the shine, but you can tell I use foiled paper on here. This is the 6x6 paper pad from Prima. So again, this is easy on my scale of 1 to crazy, because there's nothing really crazily different in here. There are 8 pages in this album. They're all 6x6 pages, just enough to highlight some of your very favorite Christmas photos, and then you have a nice little mini album that you can sit on a coffee table. The other thing that's great with mini albums is you can give these as gifts. They are perfect gifts to give to that mother-in-law, your mom, cousins, somebody you spent the holiday with that you wanted to kind of give them something a little bit special, a little bit different. This is a way to go. You can go ahead and give them a cute little mini album. So this one is called Merry Christmas. Oops, or nope, sorry, Celebrate Christmas is actually the real name of it, but you can call it Merry Christmas too. But you will see this in the online store on our website. So I'm gonna flip the camera. Well, maybe I'm not gonna flip the camera. When I'm doing the videos, I am having a hard time figuring out what way to go. All right, I'm going to hope that this is directed at me. So I am Tracy. I own Photoscraps. I've had this store for 12 years. We're in Eldersburg, Maryland, and we ship stuff everywhere. We've been participating in the local scrapbook stores, virtual marketplace online, and we have a lot of scrapbook stores that like to get together and do events. We do daily Facebook videos on my Photoscrap Store Facebook page. We also have a Photoscrap Store VIP page, which is perfect for customers to show your work. We want to see what you're doing. We've been trying to post weekly challenges on there, so that way every week you can come in and get a little inspiration and, you know, come in, hopefully create and inspire other customers, because there is nothing wrong with inspiring somebody else. That's kind of the fun of scrapbooking. We like showing our stuff, and a lot of times our family does not get it. So thank you so much for coming in and watching our video. I'm gonna just flip the view around again and show you a little bit more from the stuff that we have back here in the store and how we have it organized. Normally we have classes and things. This is our area for our tables. We kind of reconfigured the store because of all the coronavirus stuff. So these are our make and take cards that we have. We always have make and take cards. These are not on the online store. These are items that people generally buy from us through the Facebook Lives. Like I said, we do those videos daily on the Facebook page, and we enjoy doing it, I guess. I'm getting better at it. I've stopped saying and ah quite so much. Of course, most of the time I still don't know what the heck I'm talking about. We have cardstock in the back of our store. We have a little clearance section. We've got albums, adhesives, all sorts of some mixed media stuff in there. We've got ink pads, because of course we have rubber stamps. We've got embossing powders. This is a section where we have all of our lovely card kits. I have a lot of card kits. You may see a number of these on the Facebook page, not the Facebook, excuse me, the online store when you get to shop in there. We carry all sorts of fun things. Sequins, some of the most fun things ever. Stamps from Impression Obsession and Gina K here, and Crafter's Companion. So all sorts of fun stuff. So thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you enjoy your time shopping at the fun online Creating Keepsakes convention that was supposed to be in Lancaster, but unfortunately we couldn't do it this year. But thank you so much, and hopefully I'll get to see you soon, either at our store here in Maryland, online, or hopefully next year in Lancaster. Take care. Thank you.